me. You're ugly. These women love me. Bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way to me. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me. I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name names. Dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Ravens and the Titans, and it's all up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Utah.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football, often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
The Ravens at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Titans offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Back to throw. Collins forced out to, and he's going to go down again.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
On now is the Titans punter. As backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
That is incomplete.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play action. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Titan defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense set to go again. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. On the toss, it's Spears. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Collins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On the option, here's Spears. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Collins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tutu Atwell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 9 here. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Collins throwing to start the drive. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Collins. Off play action. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw. Collins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with that last run, he's going to move past the 1,500-yard mark in rushing for the year as he continues his climb up the single-season rushing charts. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 6 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the bootleg. Collins. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. And the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. But a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots. You wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Collins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And when do they start thinking of timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one's taken in by Spears. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Collins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Odafe Oweh, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Here's 2nd down.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson.
Finding Walker complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
30 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Collins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And here's a give to Spears.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Right back to Spears.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here comes 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.